All right, today we're going to dive into something really cool. It's an open source project that is completely flipping the script on how we learn about something as complex as robotics. It's a whole new way of thinking that could honestly change the game for a lot of tech fields.
I mean, come on, who hasn't, right? The idea of building something that can move, see, maybe even think for itself, it's absolutely fascinating. But actually getting started, yeah, that's usually where the dream hits a wall.
Because, let's be real, for most people, trying to get into a field like robotics or AI feels like trying to climb a mountain. The books are crazy expensive, the information gets outdated almost as soon as it's printed, and so much of it is locked away behind university paywalls. It just makes it so tough for anyone new to even get their foot in the door. But what if there was a different way? You know, a totally new approach to learning that's built by a global community, for the global community, where everything is open and accessible. Well, that's exactly what we're going to look at.
So, let me introduce you to the Physical AI and Humanoid Robotics textbook. Now, this isn't just some PDF guide. Oh no, this is a massive, totally open source resource that's designed to take you on the entire journey, from the absolute basics all the way to building actual, complex robots.
And when you put it side by side with the old way of doing things, well, the difference is just night and day, isn't it? Traditional books, they're expensive and they're frozen in time. This model, it's completely free, it's always being updated with the latest stuff, and it's powered by a worldwide community of people who are passionate about this.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and take a look inside. I want to give you a quick tour of what makes this resource so incredibly powerful.
So the entire curriculum is broken down into 10 distinct parts, and it covers the whole shebang. We're talking the absolute foundations of math and physics. Then you get into practical tools like ROS2, which is the robot operating system. Then it moves all the way up to AI and machine learning, and it all wraps up with a section that's just about getting your hands dirty with actual projects. It's a complete roadmap.
And this isn't just a high-level overview. No way. We're talking 32 deep dive chapters. The amount of detail here is just staggering.
And to make sure all that theory actually sinks in, there are 5 major hands-on projects. This is where you get to apply everything you've been learning and really see it come to life.
And on top of all of that, you've got 8 appendices that are basically cheat sheets for all the essential stuff like Python, Linux, and specific ROS2 commands. So you have the theory, the practice, and the quick reference guides all in one spot. But here's where things get really innovative, because this goes way beyond just the words on the page. This is not just a digital version of a textbook. This project uses technology to make learning an active experience. You get interactive diagrams you can actually play with to understand tricky concepts. It's got videos baked right in with full transcripts, and the code snippets are annotated so you can understand what's happening line by line. It's just a smarter way to learn. And they really thought about the user experience, too. It's designed to work perfectly on any device, whether it's your computer or your phone. It's got a dark mode, which is great for late-night study sessions, and it loads super fast. That 90+ accessibility score, that just shows how dedicated they are to making sure anyone can use this.
So, as you can see, this isn't just a resource you consume. It's a living, breathing project. So now, let's talk about how you can actually get involved no matter what your skill level is.
You might think something this huge would be a pain to set up, right? Well, nope. If you want to run the whole thing on your own computer, it's literally just 3 commands you type into a terminal. They made it super accessible, even if you're not some pro developer.
And that really gets to the heart of what this is all about. This whole thing is built on a philosophy of working together. It's about a community of people from all over the world building something valuable and sharing it with everyone.
And hey, that's where you come in. You can actually contribute. The process is really standard for open source. You fork it, which is basically just making your own copy. You make your changes, could be fixing a typo, could be adding a whole new paragraph, and then you submit it back for review. This is how the textbook stays alive and gets better every single day.
Okay, let's just zoom out for a second here, because honestly, the implications of a project like this are so much bigger than just robotics. This could be a blueprint for the future of how we share knowledge, period.
This quote just nails it. It's not some dusty book on a shelf. It's a living digital library. Think about that, something that breathes and grows and evolves, all because of a global community. It's an incredible idea. So what are the rules of the road?
Well, it's all governed by a Creative Commons license. And what that means in simple terms is you are totally free to share it and build on it. The only things you have to do are give credit, don't use it to make money, and if you create something new from it, you have to share it under the same open license. It's all about paying it forward.
And you should know this whole project is maintained by an organization called PANAVERSITY. Their entire mission is to make advanced tech education available to everybody, everywhere, no matter who they are. And this textbook is pretty much the perfect example of that mission in action.
And that really brings us to the final big idea here. A project like this gives us a little peek into what the future of education could look like. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What if all learning was like this? What if it was all this open, this collaborative, and this accessible to every single person on the planet?